come by then. There was a backyard studio in my hood in Chitungwiza, and I went there. So there was just me and Victor were the only people that wanted to do singing type kind of music. The other guys were more dancehall kind of guys. So we ended up just doing stuff together because we're the only people that had like brands, for instance. So my first song in that studio was a Zim dancehall song. And Victor also did something along those lines, but it was the two of us that were singing on those, and the other ones were chanters and stuff. So from then we started working together, and we wanted to put an album together. And in the process of doing that, we met someone, George, who was the manager of Xtra Large then. He was the one who suggested to say, you can take one of your songs and you do it with Xtra Large. So I think Victor was a bit skeptical about it, but for me, I could see the reach that they had, and I thought this would be a good thing if we have them on our album to do a song. So we took one of my songs, Kushamula Newe, and we recorded it with Flash, who was one of the producers who was now in at the time. It was hot, and everyone wanted to record with Flash. So we went to a studio in Eastleigh. I think it was owned by Innocent Utsogot at the time, and still, studios were not easy to come by still. So we went there, recorded part of Kushamula Newe, then Xtra Large came in, and they added verses to it, and the song came out like it was fire, because it was a great song, but then adding Xtra Large to it was just mad. So what happened now is this guy said, you know what? We are going to be working on an album. So is it okay if we also put this song on our album? We're like, no, it's fine. But what we didn't work on, because we were just a bunch of kids, we didn't know what a contract was, what a royalty is, what are mechanical, what are royal. We didn't know anything about royalties. So these guys took the song, put it on their album, then went to apply for a record deal with TMC. TMC likes that one song and gave them a record deal over that one song, because they said this song can carry this album. The guys didn't tell us that they'd found a record deal and our song was the lead single. So for us, we are working on an album and saying, this is our lead single that we have, that we did with the Xtra Large. Xtra Large has already made a deal with TMC. They've gotten paid. The next thing, we hear the song is now playing on radio. We're like, what's going on? They're like, so we had a feud. Like, we were so angry because you compose a song, you get a feature, you are thinking this feature is what will take me to the next level, and these guys go sign something. It was actually Callisto who told us, dudes, how come you guys don't have money? Like, because he gave us a lift to go home. He's like, but you guys should be driving by now because your song. Yes, because your song sold so much money. I'm like, what do you mean? That's when we found out that the guys had made a deal and also had registered the song with Zemura as their own. So all that airplay, we never had a cent from the song, and we never got money from the mechanical royalties of the CD sales, cassette sales, whatever sales that came from that. So all of it is not really that the Xtra Large guys were evil, but we're just kids. They too didn't know these contracts things and all this.
So thing. Victor was right to say the song belonged to you and him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Victor was right. In fact, I actually had a recording where I recorded it by myself without any features on it, and I still have it, which I did before we had Xtra Large on it. So that was actually a remix of the original. So when we went to Flash, we actually played him the song. We said, we want to do a remix of this song. So it was worse because Xtra Large, they took that song and made a remix of a remix and put Rocky on it. It was so painful to realize that we could have been earning royalties from the first, the second, and the third production of the song, and we never got any money from it. But then it was something that it was a learning curve. But in the midst of all that, we managed to tour with Xtra Large. We went as far as Mozambique. Our song was number 1 on radio. We did a lot of galas. We learned how to manage a band through them because we didn't know anyone who plays in a band.